issues, we'll just sort of chalk it up to Sith stuff.
Well,
Sith happens.
clearly, that would be the problem.
Join the dark side. We don't have perception.
That doesn't sound like some selling points you got there, bud.
I mean, hey, if we know nothing, thanks to Rogue One, we know exactly how poor internet connection is from spaceship to spaceship. Just look at that mad dash run from Vader scene. At no point did somebody just go to Gmail and send it to somebody.
Hey, Jim, you're a little bit quiet. Is there anything you can do to turn up your volume?
I did have the microphone away from my mouth so you wouldn't hear my zombie chewing going nom 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 nom.
You sound much better now. Yes.
Okay.
David's fighting with Skype.
Boo.
Okay.
Since I didn't see Jim in the game, he posted it in the game. That's why I was.
Yeah, I do not see Golden in the game.
I just clicked in to join. I don't know why it's saying that I am not there yet. Let me go look.
I was totally out in the lobby just because it looks like a pretty picture. In the lobby, it's like red and horrific, and like it's no longer October. Why is it red and scary?
Reasons. All right, there, I'm in.
And I just love how on my screen the picture of Jeff is Chewbacca and Golda as Golda totally looks conveniently and natural together.
I mean,
there we go.
It's Golden Jeff. What are you going to do?
Hey, I think we heard somebody.
We have
Yay!
Who did we
I'm here. You hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Yep, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Yeah, Skype is being a pain in the butt.
I was getting concerned that maybe it was Taco Tuesday.
Well, it is Tuesday, which means Microsoft always does sneaky things on Tuesday.
Monday there was all kinds of crazy crap. So, anyhow, no, I'm here. Yeah, I wasn't cooperating going to the headset.
Oh, I had that issue last week. That was not fun. And World of Warcraft was having issues with it too.
Well, for me, I always have to, if I have the headphones not plugged in and I'm playing World of Warcraft, I have to completely close out of the BattleNet, completely close out of it for it to recognize the headphones, or at least the microphone.
Pain in the butt.
So is everybody good?
Yeah, how come my picture is showing Golda?
I noticed that as well, Golda. If you click into Roll20 on the website, like I'll pull up a new website.
Yeah, I'm on the game right now.
So what you want to do is to exit the game really quick, and when you go to the Roll20 splash screen where it shows, your games, if you click on the right-hand side below where it would say Golden, probably your last initial and drop down, there should be a picture where it says you and what your account is. And if you just click the picture of you that's there, you can change the picture.
But can't you just do it in game for whatever player she's going in? So you see down on where it says as, because like if you
look, her character on the game sheet is already the Twi'lek.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm logged out and I'm back at the thing where it says launch game and there's 8 players. And one of them is Golda L with my picture.
Mm-hmm.
When I click on it, it takes me to like my account with my achievements. Where do I choose my picture?
So if you put your mouse over the picture, you'll see a little corner pop-up will come in the top.
Image.
Change image, yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't have that file, dude. You do.
Okay, but I'm just saying because like if you notice that I can change between BT, I can change between Uma. All I got to do is when I'm in the game is where it says as, for the text down below, I select BT and it changes my picture to the one that's in my bio. So sign in to your
Not seeing this
character.
as you're
I was gonna
speaking,
say,
though.
I that's some kind of witchcraft you have, sweetie, because I don't have that.
Oh, like, so above where the text is?
Y'all,
On
now
the
it's lost
side?
my picture of me. Like, what in the hell? Now
I
it
am
just
now-
has my initial.
I
Now,
am now important.
now, Kelly, when you're pointing at your name, is that what you're talking about when it turns into the pointer finger?
No. Okay, on the right-hand side where there's the where the chat comes up,
Oh, okay. Oh,
it says
over at
as.
okay.
And then there's a drop down, and then there's things that you can select.
Exactly. So I can
Well-
also be the portent.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
see,
is-
we were
Because it's
talking about.
everyone that you have access to. So if she goes in there and selects
Oh my God! I just turned into BTBT.
very, see?
I
Okay,
didn't
so now
even
I'm
know
logged
that.
in.
Okay, so now on the right-hand side where you see all the text and that type of stuff,
Yeah.
down below next to the send button, there's a filter that says as, and it probably
there it
has
is.
your name. Yeah, see, there you go.
Well,
I-
that's what I thought I was supposed to do, and I was looking in there, and it said Golda, so I was like, oh, that's me.
I didn't even know.
Not
you could
thinking
do
about
that.
the Sin Golda being the wrong one.
Yeah, it's because you have, and the more characters you have access to, you can change in between them.
You don't
You mean
want to.
I knew something about this Roll20 that my husband didn't?
You don't even want to know how many characters I have access to.
Wow.
Yeah. Now that all kinds of stuff is screwed up in here.
So,
Huh.
we all take a moment and click on pictures because it's fun. Where last we left off, you guys had decimated this outcropping group of Night Sisters with their old crone. And as the screen swipes back in some not a lot of time, but like a good hour or so, the wreckage is finished burning. You guys are obviously poked through it. BT's been poking at it and it's got a little soot burn under their photoreceptor.
I love the pretty flames.
So,
Right? Creepy
so
ass
you
robot.
guys know beyond a shadow of a doubt, thanks to your Sith Lord and his ability to sense the living, that there are no folks hiding under the wreckage. And the folks that he was sensing earlier were obviously gone.
They did.
Gone as in dead or gone as in there's tunnels?
Gone as in they probably crawled out of the basement while you guys were grabbing the food supplies and left. At least that's the basic idea that I think you have. I mean, you could always have some kind of paranoid delusion thing, but that's probably what the most likely situation is when you guys left to get the supplies with your escort that they took off out of the basement they were hiding in.
So we've still got to find this sucker if we're going to get our payday.
Yeah.
And of course, Kopesh now has his new acolyte that's hanging on his every word.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She looks up at him with big, doughy eyes.
Nice.
Well, they couldn't have gotten far. By the way, have you reset the pool?
I have not yet.
Slacker. I mean, dang it.
I mean,
forgot to
thanks
mute.
for taking care of it for us.
I thought it was on mute.
Not my outside voice.
Right? Let's see.
Like that, the pool is clear.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh,
Drop some chlorine
Oh.
tabs in there.
Oh.
Well, it was
oh
looking good.
my.
But at least Grix is so now
Yep.
Rix is taking care of business.
okay. Golda, you remember it's on the
Destiny pool.
character
center.
you roll Destiny.
On the skills tab.
Nope, I clearly did
character info.
something that I'm missing. Okay.
So on your character sheet, it's going to be at the very top. You'll see where it
Well,
says
second
Dice
top.
Pool and then Destiny Pool.
Oh, character info works too. Yeah.
Dice pool, Destiny pool.
So you want to roll for
Destiny.
Roll
Destiny.
Destiny on the left.
Right under Destiny pool on the left, there's a button.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Roll Destiny. Thank you. I was looking in the wrong place.
Hey, balance.
Oh, look at
Did
our
I do
bounty
good?
hunter. You did
You
good.
did
You
good,
brought
Golda.
balance to the force.
Well, at least somebody around here has to.
Wow.
Obviously, our sniper and our bounty hunter are totally like, we need to do this. And the rest of y'all are like, it's scary. I mean, it is a red planet full of witches, just saying, and zombies.
Eh,
You
I'm
realize
just
the
angry.
trees have zombie fruit.
Zombie schmombi.
I'm just angry. She pissed me off, the old lady. Old crone.
Oh, she did. She ain't gonna piss nobody off again.
And while you were picking through the ruins, there were the other two Night Sisters that became Grix's best friends, remember? That totally
Yep.
were kind
Yeah, the
Shank
other
him.
tribe.
And they kind of like have been doing the cool posh girl thing about standing amongst themselves out at the edge of the camp here while you guys are doing whatever you're doing here. And they totally have the cool girl look of whatever you're doing here.
So that creepy vibe you guys have going on is kind of hot.
One of them just looks at you and does the pouty lip stare down her nose.
I'd imagine the two of you are good at tracking.
And one of them just kind of like nonchalantly looks over her shoulder at you, and you can practically hear the duh.
Perhaps you could help us track our quarry.
And it says Grix is trying to make, conversation with them. The one gal looks and says, "What is it worth to you for us to help you track?"
You'd have to go negotiate with my commanding officer over there.
And you point over to Kopesh as he finishes, using the force to move some of the wreckage to check underneath it.
Uh-huh.
And
Uh-huh.
as Grix totally curls his lip Elvis style. Oh. And they basically gesture for you to lead on to your commander.
And I've already picked up my rifle, so yes, I just do. I start walking over this way.
Okay, so they come sauntering behind him, and they're totally putting the swagger in the hips because Night Sisters.
Yep, they do that.
So Kopish, your disciple Johanna, she's hanging on your words. She's totally fangirling on you.
Yeah.
She often looks at your lightsaber. Often.
Is that what we're calling it?
I bet she
Exactly.
does.
It's a party now. And immediately, when Grix and the ladies show up, they kind of give her a sour face. I mean, it's totally Mean Girl's face that they're shooting her, and she kind of like steps kind of behind Kopesh, kind of nervous, schoolgirlishly almost.
What was her name?
It's Johanna.
J-E...
JH apostrophe ANNA.
Because Star Wars. Gotta have that.
I know.
Gotta have it.
I know.
I'm totally checking. I'm like, you should be able to see her name because I just put it on her token.
Oh, wow.
But apparently I didn't click see nameplate.
Ah, there we go.
So they
Alright.
kind of like look, they look down their noses even more at her than they did Grix. And she just kind of wilts under their gaze. I mean, you can almost see them hands kind of reaching down to their boots where their short swords are kept.
Interesting. All right. Well, I
You're definitely
Glance at
sensing different factions.
yeah. So I glance at them, and then I look over at her, Johanna, and I'm like, "So where do the tunnels go to? Where would they have run to?"
She kind of looks down and says, "My master, they weren't tunnels. They're basements to the buildings. They would have had to have left most likely when I. She looks kind of coyly down to the side. Most likely when I led you back to your ship to get the supplies, and she kind of looks and the camera gazes over at the stack of supplies that have been sitting there since you guys got back.
So where would they have gone?
And she kind of seems evasive, but she basically says, I don't know. Is someone going to give me a vigilance to see if she's telling the truth?
Sure.
I mean, I feel like if she wants to be friends, she'd be. Oh,
Don't die.
You
It's the
okay?
soot from the
if she
fire
wants to be
bombing.
friends, she should be a bit more forthcoming.
She totally should.
Wow.
I
She's in a.
I feel
odd
like she's yanking
situation.
your chain, bud.
She's in an odd situation. All right. Well, I mean, I don't have a major vigilance, but I can give it a try.
Okay, go for it.
All right.
Oh, anybody's allowed to do it?
Basically, we do one roll. I mean, if somebody wants to assist him with the eyeballing her, that could totally add a blue to it, or combine the best pool of two people. So you have your
Yeah, like who has the best vigilance? I've only got
I'm
one
trying
rank.
to find out where that would be.
Skills
skills.
tab.
In your
Down at the
then
bottom of general.
I've got 2 green, so I'm not.
skills. Where's the skills tab? I've got
Right
character
below.
sheet, vehicle,
Nope.
group.
Okay, below that.
Yeah, one row down. Character
Front.
info, skills, combat. That's where you're gonna live. Are those tabs?
Oh, there it is. There it is. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Those are your friends.
Skills and combat are your main two.
I've got-
bounce betweens.
I've got 2 yellow things.
Oh, she's got 2
So
ranks.
2 ranks. Okay.
I've got 2
Better
ranks.
than mine.
so.
Do you want me to try rolling it?
What does our Sith Lord have?
Not yet.
I'm only a yellow and a green.
Yeah.
S-
So, how about
for it.
Okay, so because you and the Sith Lord are both vigilantly looking at her, she's being coy and shit. You get a blue dice, which I've already added in there for you, Golda. So go ahead and roll your vigilance skill,
Oh,
as opposed by her deception. So you believe when she's being all shy and coy that the crone would have sent them somewhere she doesn't know. She's being super evasive and shy, and she did just witness all of her family being murdered and stood by you guys, so that's probably why she's in distress.
yeah, she's conflicted. She's still confused, though.
I mean, she
She'll
just
learn
now
the way.
called
Sith
Kopesh
wander.
master for the first time.
Yeah, she'll find her way.
It sounded
Okay.
wrong, but felt so right.
All right.
Busy
So let's see where
dice.
these tracks go. So, who's got the survival if not the young ladies?
I'm pretty
Well,
sure
I
we know
think
who
the
the Trekka man is.
Wookiee-
So the Wookiee has 2 green.
I think
I
it's our
thought the Wookiee
sniper.
because I have
Um,
2 green in.
I have
I'm-
4 green.
I have 1 yellow, 1 green for survival.
I've got 3 green, so you guys sound better than me.
And what's the young ladies able to provide us?
She will provide whoever rolls a blue because you guys are more important than her.
The 2 Night Sisters?
Yeah,
Okay.
because
Well, I
again,
guess
you guys are more important than her and them.
Not Johanna, the other.
Yeah, the other two that are being all posh and
Okay.
coy.
Yeah. So they're
We're
just
much more important than they are. Come on.
All right. Well,
Want
of
the
course,
NPCs to do everything? What a Sith Lord.
Well, I am, of course. I'm a droid. I'm perfect.
but they didn't do anything when they came on scene, so yeah, do something.
Didn't do
So-
anything as they snuck up on your sniper.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that later. So, um,
What about the Sith Lord who sensed him and didn't bother giving me the heads up? You're right. We will talk about this later.
I was busy, obviously.
As was I.
They at the point they weren't a threat. I figured you knew what you were doing.
I did.
Anywho.
I saved you from 3 threats that were busy beating you down.
So survival. If you want to put my what was it, blue in?
You add a blue to survival?
Well, no. You said the chickies would add a blue.
Uh-huh. Yep, I've got the blue one for that.
Oh, okay. And you know what? What the heck?
Okay, so
Glad
I
you did
got
it.
that
That
in
was about
there.
you.
Now we
right.
unbalance the force. What's the worst that
Yeah.
happens?
Ready?
Yep.
All right. Look at that.
Okay, so clearly you know that as you know, you guys go over there, you get to the clearing with the soot and the ashes not doing its thing, and you clearly see a path of 3 footprints, one of them distinctly larger and deeper, which tells you this is probably a heavy male physique as opposed to the 2 smaller footprints next to him, as you kind of like look at yours and Grix's feet, and you ignore the Wookiee's feet. And then look at
Yes.
the Night Sisters' tiny feet that they all seem to be wearing the same kind of moccasins, but the
Okay.
gentleman's actually got a boot, like, almost
Okay.
imperial issue boot. And you're totally like, this way.
Yep.
Okay, so you take the 3 Night Sisters with you in the crew.
Sure.
Okay.
And we
How's the terrain?
It's fairly well pathed. I mean, it's
Okay.
open path that you see their footprints going out.
So I don't have to be carried.
Nope, BT can totally just zoom along on this little hard clay
Gotcha.
path.
Thank you.
can we enlighten her, so she can be in her bright and glorious color. I know you'd like subdued her to distinguish her, but from the others. But
I gave
now
her
that
a gray tone. Let's give her a magenta tone.
yeah, whatever. The others did. So
It's more
But yeah.
ominous. Okay, so you guys go a good distance following the path. You know, it seems like they didn't really disguise their path. So you definitely think that they were moving fast and quick. So of course you guys, I'm assuming, quicken your pace.
Yep.
And of course your newest member is totally like, why am I not just flying?
Right? I guess I'll just walk. God, this is
This-
terrible.
This walking stuff's for losers.
It is kind of a pain, especially in this kind of terrain. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Okay, so you guys, you follow for a good 2-3 miles. I mean, it's a long trek. There's like 3 screen swipes showing your montage. As you guys get to where all of a sudden the ground starts getting rockier and less tree branchy, those weird, creepy, curvy trees, and it seems like there's a canyon coming up. You guys kind of turn around a corner and you see there's, in the stone itself, cut stairs. As you kind of like look down and realize that beneath you, where the stairs go, is anyone going to like peek over the edge? I mean, there's always somebody who wants to peek over.
Of course.
I mean, yeah.
I will totally peek over the
Definitely
edge.
peek over the edge.
As almost in unison, a la Scooby-Doo style, all your heads peek over the ledge. And you realize that the stairs descend down the cliff face, basically. And there's one of those cool cliff face structures carved into the side of the canyon. Like some of the, in Arizona, Native American houses. They're pueblos built into the wall.
Like
Yep.
Petra.
And you notice that there are people down there moving and doing things. It's there's enough noise that you can hear it before like they would notice anything about you.
Do the 2 Night Sisters that are from an opposing tribe from Jana, do they look uncomfortable in this place?
No.
Or
And do you like look at them and give them the questioning face of what is this?
heck yeah, I do. Boop boop boop.
Johanna gets all shy behind Kopesh, because she's not wanting to say too much. But the 2 sisters say, "That is where the Night Brothers are. We allow the males of our species to congregate in their little villages and do their menial tasks, while we work on perfecting our art." So, of course, one of them pulls out her cool laser bow thing and stretches it practicing-wise.
So they all from all the clans come here. Or they're
Well,
different locations.
the Knight brothers stay at different locations.
Okay.
This enclave should be more than willing to allow us to come into them and talk to them. They know, and she totally eyeballs Johanna, especially how she's being all coy and hiding behind you, her evil Sith Lord, or should we call you Darth Daddy?
Darth Daddy. I'm here
And
for Darth Daddy.
And she looks at you, and the Night Sister just says, "Because males are inferior to us Night Sisters." And she totally gives Johanna this look of like, know your place. You're better than him. You're better than this.
Yeah. And you see a thought
As-
bubble of
As she
Night
totally
Sisters
gives Sin
dying.
an approving look. A female in charge with big weapons. I approve.
Yeah.
Like I said, did you see a big thought bubble above Kopesh's head with Night Sisters dying to lightsabers and blaster bolts?
And sniper rifles and yeah.
Yeah. It's
Do,
like,
do, you, do
okay.
you make a comment to that?
No, I mean not an out and out comment, but kind of you can see
Scoff
kind of
at them.
Yeah, kind of.
I
And
like
I make
Okay.
in my culture there is no like better group or lesser group. You either are or you are not. And so I'm just like, don't put me in your group, chick.
and in binary I go, "Psh, you're all bottom of the food chain. Droids for the win.
All y'all suck. So I guess there's that.
Meat
All right.
bags.
Yeah, it's like, all right, Skynet, watch yourself.
Right?
BT's master plan is to find a Death Star and download its personality into it.
Oh no.
Upgrade.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Grix will be spared.
In the coming revolution.
I
So-
lean down, I put my hand on top of BT's head, and I say, "Think bigger. Remember what happened to the Death Star."
Yeah.
Good point.
There's been too many Sith super weapons in the Old Republic.
All right. So, do you have an idea of numbers you might encounter down there?
Most of the Knight Brother enclaves have minimal numbers, enough to sustain them and take care of the needs that we request from them. And of course, when you look down, you totally see these guys are all working together and bundling up some packages and some wicker basket type deals. And they're totally stacking them all up, in a spot like they're setting some kind of harvest up to be delivered to somebody.
Okay.
I'm hearing a lot of background noise from somebody.
I think
Me
it's
too.
Kelly.
It was not me.
Wasn't you?
I was on mute.
I was eating something,
Oh,
but I
it
mean,
was
That's what it
Golda.
sounded like. It sounded
My-
like
Yep.
Yep.
my mic wasn't by my mouth. I'm sorry, guys. My pickup must be really good.
You have a
Yeah, you
good
must have a
microphone.
real
It was
good-
probably closer to
yeah.
your nose because it sounded like eating and nose sounds. The nose.
Sounds like allergy
nose.
sounds, doesn't it?
I know
It
allergies
does.
are bad.
Yep.
So
know.
when we peeked over, were there any droids or?
Very primitive looking society here. You didn't
Well, I just
happen to
want to know
see
if
any
the Knight
blasters or
brothers
technology.
have the
Nitroids.
same. No, that if they have the same like disdain
Deficit.
for.
Oh, I'm sorry. Disdain. Yes, that's the D word we wanted.
I just wanted to know if they had the same disdain for droids as these the night bitches. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say the night sisters?
These idiot women.
Yeah, the night droids are in a whole nother conclave account. So.
Oh no.
It's this pile of droid wreckage where you just hear the
Right.
droids and binaries saying, "Help me, send oil."
Yeah. Well, enough of that. Let's head on down. I start walking.
Okay, so Kopish, apparently jumps to the call. Johanna, of course, you're right at your side. It's almost cute if it wasn't creepy and codependent. Are the rest of you following? Because
Yes.
of course the Night Bitch sisters will totally go last.
Although I did get, I got the best compliment today on World of Warcraft. I was on my DK, my Death Knight, and I was in a group and we were doing heroics, and I actually joined the chat, and they're like, by the way, I just had to say yours is the best name in the entire game. My character's name is Lich Please.
Nice.
I was like, that is so sweet.
Nice.
So, few moments of you guys going down the switchback stairs, which BT is totally using her jetpack, I'm sure. Right?
Hell yeah, I ain't taking the stairs.
As
Yes, sir.
you guys come down, you clearly see a group of the Knight Brothers, kind of immediately see you guys coming, and they kind of like put down what they're dealing with, and a few of them kind of grab weapons that seem to be mostly primitive. We're talking like, spears, you see a few of them have like, hammers made of, stone. I mean, they're not like, cavemen, but they're very primitive for you guys in the galaxy far, far away.
Right.
You see,
All right.
you see one guy who does seem to have like, basically it's a force pike he's got instead of a basic spear, but it's old and dinged up and it's been rebuilt a couple times.
I shoot him in the head. We're in charge here now. No kidding.
Yeah. Yeah. I do commit a force dice to my sense for my ability there.
Okay, so you guys, you come down to basically like the gathering area where the steps end, and one of the older males kind of comes out, and he kind of gives a look to everybody with the stink eye, and they kind of like, gather. They get all puffed up looking, most of them are just wearing like those cool kilty, kind of shorts, bare chested, sweat from work from the day. As they all kind of gather around in like a semicircle as you guys come walking up. And as soon as Johanna kind of sticks her head over behind your shoulder, the old one kind of, bows respectfully to her. And the other two Night Sisters that come leading the back of the pack, he definitely gives them a deeper bow. And, some of the circle kind of backs a step back. Like, oh, okay. It's not off-worlders. It's the Night Sisters bringing off-worlders. As they all kind of like look at each other, are waiting and pause. As what you're obviously taking as the village elder, and by elder I mean like 35-year-old by standard, galactic racial terms. He kind of comes up and he basically does a hand gesture to all three of the Night Sisters, and asks, in common, why do you bring off-worlders to our village?
And are these mixed races and stuff?
For some reason, you notice that it's mostly Zabrak and some kind of Zabrak offshoot.
Okay.
Like almost as if the Night Sisters race and the Zabrak race have been interbreeding for many, many generations. Who knows why Lucas picked the Zabrak as the race that they made?
Right.
Thank you, Darth Maul.
So I look at the elder and I'm like, bring forth the new male that was brought into your camp.
And he kind of looks at you and does instantly you see his pectoral muscles tense and tighten like he's puffing up. It's that total gesture of the puff up thing. As he like stomps his little force pike on the ground, and he looks at you and he says, how dare off-worlder ask for anything in our village? Night Sisters, do you allow these off-worlders to be so impetuous?
I'm like in binary. I go, ooh, look, the puppy has some teeth. Mockingly.
And they probably don't speak binary, so.
And he totally does the whole turns around to his congregation here and does the whole sticks his hand and pike in the air, kind of like to cheer him off, and you get these cheers from the crowd, kind of like quietly pumping their fists down but not in the air, of the off-worlders, go home.
I knew I should have stayed up top. Just
Problem
snipe
is,
them
there was
right
no
now.
good vantage point.
How many are there right now?
Right now, you've got a group of about maybe 12, 13, including the quote unquote elder.
How far away from us are they?
They're in short range because where the
Are they
stairs
grouped
stop.
together?
They're spread out in a big like semicircle around you guys, with the elder away from the group. Step towards you guys.
So I'm like, I don't
Um,
know what if the Night Sisters haven't spoke up.
Well, you could ask the Night Sisters. It's like, do you mind losing one of them? Because hey, if you want to establish dominance of these guys,
Well, we're
the
not gonna
puppy with teeth
spray.
could have them removed.
Do we want to establish dominance, or do we want to get what we want and get the fuck out?
Well, like I said, just
BT's already planning the
chill.
revolution.
chill.
No,
We're
tell-
not
I
jumping
just-
into blowing poor innocent saps that have been enslaved and
Just want to blow
got
shit up.
freaking Stockholm syndrome going. We're not gonna just destroy them. So
And you
BT
say
make them-
this?
Aw.
I mean, you are in a group setting. Do you say this to your teammates?
sure. Because she's getting all riled up, wanting to blow things up. So yeah, I gotta.
Yeah, like the whole twitchy joint, like R2 on the going between the two, tottering on his, Aw,
Bouncing back and forth from leg to leg.
the lean,
So the night- None of the Night Sisters speak up at this point.
They're enjoying the show. I mean, you notice from your two escorts in the back of the group, they're having no problem watching what's happening happen. You're being tested in this regards. Johanna just kind of whispers at you and says, "You should prove your dominance to the elder here."
Cut his hand off.
See?
The one that's stomping that club on the ground, cut it off and be like, it wasn't a question, bitch.
Right.
Pull the puppy's teeth out.
I mean, that's not what the girls keep him around for anyway.
So yeah, I will glance back at the two, kind of like, so this
One
is really
totally
what you want.
yawns when you look back at her.
And as I swing back around, I will strike him down.
Dang. Such
I'm
violence.
Sith. And
Okay, so
I
you
got advice that I should show my dominance, so I will do that.
okay, so I'll totally
got
give you a
advice to
blue
stick
for
it up.
the surprise attack.
And we will do that as well.
Oh,
Before
look
you
how
Oh, I don't
do.
quickly
think that
they
was
spend
very
them.
mature.
Before you get the chance.
Okay,
I know he
I've
was
got
looking
your
for it.
I've got your difficulty in there. As you step out, use your quick draw to incidentally whip out that lightsaber super fast,
Yep.
and we get our classic Star Wars.
But like I said, I first looked at them kind of like pleading, like I really don't want to butcher your people, but okay. All right, ready?
Yep.
All right. Oh
Holy
shit!
crap! So go
Ouch.
ahead and take
Okay,
two-
question. Are you trying to kill him or are you just trying?
I'm,
Well,
And
kill him.
I'm
We'll talk to
asserting
number
my-
2.
I'm asserting my dominance.
There we go.
Okay, so go ahead and take 2 strain because it was a quick movement. You kind of saw a look in her face as you pulled away from her side, and did that super quick action. It was a little
And I'm
stressful
assuming we
to.
didn't refresh anything from the last.
Nope, because you guys have been traveling pretty much nonstop.
Okay, just checking.
Travel montage scene. So you're going for the kill, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, if that's the strike, yeah.
Okay, so what is your damage?
What is that? There's 7. No, yeah. Trying to count. 7? Yeah, that is 7, huh? Before the 6. Well,
Yeah.
that's 13 points with breach.
Reach one.
Breach 1, so
Yep.
10 points unsoakable.
Yep. So what does it look like when you take him out with a lightsaber? Describe to the audience.
Just basically lop the head right off, and it kind of falls back and rolls towards the onlookers.
As immediately you get this like wave of gasps and harumphs as everybody takes a half step back as the head comes rolling their direction. He only
And
kind of
stops, like, sitting up staring at him
as
with the eyes rolled back.
Creepy.
as immediately like one person in the crowd, obviously a smaller male, goes running off to go tell somebody probably, or just not die because that's probably what's going to happen.
So who's the elder?
Who's
As
the
I look
next
at-
elder now?
As I look at them all,
Ooh, are you use waving the lightsaber as a little
oh no, it's still
incentive?
lit.
Or, okay.
Oh yeah,
As all of a sudden one of the younger guys comes out and he looks at the elder's face, looking up at him. It's cold, dead, vacant stare of still having 15 seconds of life in his brain, so he's seeing this. As he walks over and picks up the force pike.
Oh no. I wave the lightsaber away from him as he reaches for it.
And he kind of backs off sheepishly, puts both hands up in a very, no confrontation, and proceeds to get back to the crowd.
And look over at
Excuse me.
bless you.
Excuse
Look
me.
over-
Right.
One of the Night Sisters sneezes.
Loudly.
Yeah.
Lightsaber allergies.
Yeah. I look over at Cal. It's like, you need a new toy?
Sure. I'll go pick up the pike.
Wookiee picks up the pike, which is somewhat smaller in his paws.
Right?
If you
It's more
can't
like a
play nice
toothpick.
with your toys, you don't get to keep them.
It's a force bow staff instead of a full staff.
It's now a force pike. Instead of a force pike, it's a force toothpick.
Yeah.
So
It's
they
doing its
kind of like,
best.
they're murmuring to themselves, especially when the Wookiee picks up the force pike, their symbol of authority.
Mm.
And this Wookiee is pretty much an authority figure.
I guess I'll have to find a new symbol of authority.
And at that moment, Johanna kind of comes up and she starts rapping with them in the native Dathomirian language, which you're getting like maybe 1 in 10 words. As the male that was going to pick up the force pike and totally offer it to Kopesh before he was told not to, totally starts jabbering back to her in that same tongue, and she looks up at Kopesh, kind of like, didn't you get all that?
No.
Do you say it, or
I look at her and say, please explain your conversation.
and she makes this slight apologetic look to you because she was under the assumption you understood, and she says, the Night Brother says that they will not bother us as long as we please do not kill any more of their members. They've recently suffered some losses from, and she looks right over your shoulder at the other two Night Sisters, from a culling from the matron who required strong males to do business. And of course, the way she says business, there's some kind of connotation there. Not quite sure
Sure.
what, but there's something there.
You mean breeding stock?
Or she wanted to do some kind of spell.
True.
And she
Or it could
basically,
be praying mantis type of thing.
they make delicious stew afterwards.
Yes, they
Right.
do.
Up
Oh,
and
I'm
coming.
sorry. That was my outside voice, wasn't it?
A new mother needs high protein diets, after all. As she basically looks at you and kind of pauses, to wait for your reaction. And then she explains that he says that he believes the target we're looking for came through earlier today. She kind of points over to a little cliff face that's not too far from where these steps stop, where you see what looks totally like a zip line down below into the canyon.
Where does the canyon lead? Ask Johanna.
I mean, BT can totally ask it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's-
Where's the canyon
She
lead?
popped up. Yeah, so I was
If
like,
they,
She gives the
they have a
droid a
tendency to
look,
ignore me.
and she kind of wrinkles her nose and stares right over your shoulder again at the Night Sisters. And just as Johanna's about to say something, the one very, very posh Night Sister cuts her off and says, "It leads back to the birthing pits." And of course, as soon as you say that, a lot of the males get all sheepish and back off, and they start saying the same word over and over. That Johanna kind of whispers to you, "The great beasts of the woods." And she totally explains something that sounds a lot like what you faced earlier. Remember the
Rancor?
Rancor. The
Okay.
jungle Rancor sounds exactly what she's talking about. That they're basically going to the breeding pits of where
Of
these
the Rancor.
beasts do their thing.
Huh.
yeah.
Rancor
So
snoo
he's-
snoo.
So they're fed to these creatures.
That or they're trying to kidnap a baby Rancor.
It all sounds terrible.
As
So why would they take the off-worlder down there?
she looks at you and she says, "The area is and she says a word that you don't recognize, and then she says it is forbidden and sacred." She's trying to explain the word means both forbidden and sacred.
Okay.
Only the strongest riders are allowed to go there. And the other Night Sister kind of totally starts to cut her off, and she's saying, what she's not saying is her kind are not allowed there. Our matron mother forbids their offshoot coven from going into the breeding pits.
Huh.
So then why would they have taken an off-worlder there?
And she just looks at you with big, big anime eyes, and she's like, "I don't know." And of course, the Night Brother kind of, pops off with something in the language, and the two Night Sisters behind you guys totally translate that he's saying, because perhaps they think they could lose any pursuers in the breeding pits.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
And did this off-worlder still possess, or the two Night Sister, or the Night Sisters with them, still possess a sword and what was it? A sword and a
Sword and a
holocron,
shield.
right?
Holocron, yeah.
So a sword and a device.
You describe
at-
some kind of triangular device.
Yep.
And Johanna and the Night Sisters both give this guy the long stare, and he totally picks up a stick and on the ground draws a triangle-shaped picture, and that totally immediately reads holocron to Kopesh, that he carried an item that he was attempting to hide, as well as he had some sword of possibly Night Sister make.
Okay.
And of course, as you guys kind of look over at the convenient zipline setup that's down there to go down to the valley, obviously Sin and BT would have no problem just jetpacking down there. Whereas 3 of you guys, 4 including, Johanna, will totally can take the long stairs that go all the way down or the quick zipline if you want to pursue.
Zipline looks fun to me, man.
May look fine to you, but not to me.
What?
Come on. You only
You're-
live twice.
You afraid of heights?
No, just afraid of hitting the ground.
Right? It's not the speed of life, it's the sudden stop at the end.
It's a zip line. I'm sure they have some system down there at the end.
There's going to be a belaying system. Calm down.
They're not
Take a look
gonna,
around
like,
you, man. Have you not seen the lack of technology in this place? You think that fucking thing is going to hold me up?
I'm sure it's quite solid. If they're using it, they're not going to send their people down it to their death.
The scrawny, pathetic whelps.
I'm sure there are some of greater stock among their kind.
Yeah, I'm sure they take the stairs.
And if you take the stairs up and down a couple times, you're strong enough to take the zip line next time.
Yeah. So I will disengage the lightsaber
Okay.
and look at them. You've been very useful. Thank you. Now disperse about your business.
And they
I-
kind of begrudgingly get back to their duties as they see that the very large Wookiee has their force pike of leadership.
Is it a decent quality force spike or?
It's a piece of crap, but it is a basic force pike.
It's a piece of crap, but it's their piece of crap, and they're very
Yeah.
proud of it.
No, it's my piece of crap.
Hey, Cal, before we leave, make sure you break that over your knee and drop it on the ground.
Don't break it. If you're gonna
No,
leave it, just
I'm kidding.
if you're gonna leave it, just throw it down if it's not of sufficient quality for you. But you might want to get the stats from James before you make a decision on it.
Yeah, it's writing it down now.
If you want to keep it, it's yours. You know.
I'm gonna at some point I might decide not to keep it, but I'm keeping it for now.
Yeah. Obviously, the leader wasn't strong enough to hold it, so.
One doesn't want to disrespect them by taking their force pike of leadership and just throwing it away.
Yeah.
Unless you want to break it in half
Speak
and
for
make it
yourself.
break it in half and make
I
a
mean-
two-party system.
I thought that I was a bit of a scumbucket here, being the one who's running around getting bounties. Y'all make me look like an angel.
What are you talking about?
We're a professional wetwork team. What did you
How,
Clearly.
how am I bad? I could have butchered the city. I did not. And
You,
I gave
like,
every
you guys
chance.
killed this dude.
I gave every chance for that to stop.
I mean, yes, every chance, clearly. Every chance. There wasn't an opportunity for anything different. It's okay, though.
The sisters could have stepped in and spared his life. I gave them that opportunity. Come on, I'm a Sith. I think I was pretty lenient for a Sith.
Like I said.
So I will start walking towards the zip line and check out the two options.
And Johanna kind of looks at you and she says, "It should be safe enough." As she totally, pulls the cable that you realize is just a really old vine that's been weaved and braided, and there's these two weird, funky, hand-holdy dealios that you grab onto and zip down the zip line.
I think this looks like a lot of fun, and I'm definitely going to be doing this.
It's fun.
I think this looks great. So, if we're agreed that we're going down, I'm just going to go ahead and go down.
So you do know that falling in Star Wars is like
Deadly.
typically fatal. Yeah.
But she has a
I'm
jetpack.
wearing a jetpack, man.
That's true.
So,
I'm not worried
I've
about
got a
falling.
jetpack,
I'm worried
so-
about not having fun.
Yeah. No. So I'll give you the nod, hey, lead the way.
All right.
There are the stats to a force spike, by the way.
Oh, good.
It's +3 damage to your brawn. You can ignore the 3, 3, 500, 4,
Pierce
and then
two,
it's
that's
pierce
nice,
2. Yeah. Okay, so immediately Sin goes up there, gives it that test pull, and goes. Zoom. Go ahead and give me a coordination roll. Or athletics. I'll take either or.
They are the same for me. Give it a shot. See what happens.
So Sin goes zipping down this zip line. You see her go like a good couple 100 feet, and then all of a sudden there's like this wiggle in the cable. And you see her go zipping, and then she loses her grip on it. You like to activate your jetpack.
I certainly do engage my back.
As there's this tense half second of her free falling, and then and she's just floating in the air with her jetpack.
And all you guys hear is laughter rolling up.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, okay.
I
BT
look at,
jump.
I look at Kopesh and I say, and you want me to do that?
And I look back and I'm like, you guys, you gotta
What?
try this out. This is amazing.
BT go. Of course, I have the jetpack. I'm going.
Yeah.
Send up your jetpack.
What?
I'll catch you if you fall.
What's your guys' coordination? Or well, Wookiees should have good athletics, so
Yeah, my athletics is 1 yellow, 3 green. So
yeah. So you got a pretty good chance. What's yours?
Well, if I can use coordination, I'm at 6 green, so I'll be fine. I'm
Oh,
sure.
Jesus.
Whiny ass.
Hey, I'm in character here, you know?
He's
I know.
complaining, yet he's rolling the maximum number of dice. you can
That's why it's
roll.
funny.
Well, with those kind of potential rolls, I think we're probably pretty safe. And I'll go last so I can get any blues that's needed. Well, I
Yep.
got 3 green.
You'll take
I
take
kind of-
pointers from the group.
I kind of give you the reluctant, okay, you're the boss. Fuck it. If I die, just make sure you bury me somewhere peaceful, eh?
She'll catch you.
That's the whole plan. Like, if y'all don't make it, I'm gonna catch you.
It's a good
Is
plan.
catching a thing in Star Wars? What's
Well-
the mechanic for that?
Coordination.
I assume that I'll engage and I'll fly up and catch you. I'm
And,
sorry, the Mandalorian does it all the time.
And,
Yeah.
He's got
how
good
much
coordination.
weight does your backpack support?
Hell if I know, probably enough.
Well, it,
Slow you
it comes
down.
down to how much weight can she carry. What is your brawn?
That is a great question.
If it's 3, you're fine.
It's a 3.
It should be 3 because I think your weapon required 3, so it should be fine.
I'm a tough guy.
She's got some pretty toned muscular structure there. Okay,
Yeah.
so Grix is
She'll be
gonna
able to slow you down.
If
Test
nothing
this
else, I'll
thing.
slow you down.
and then give it a zip. So go ahead and give me your athletics or coordination. Oh, look at Grix draining
Are
the
you
pool. Oh
All
my
those drains.
god.
You know, this will be the one roll that I will fuck up on. Why? Because just like that stealth roll, it's not my primary ability, and so once per session, the dice have to fuck me over.
At least you get to plan ahead. I just assume the dice are gonna fuck me over every roll.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Here we go.
Ooh, those dice are so mean with the one threat.
Right?
All right, so the dice were nice to me. I was hoping for a triumph so that I could, make everybody else's life easier. But we'll pass blues to, let's see, who still needs to go. Kopesh gets a
Cal.
blue. Cal gets a blue, and Joanna gets a blue.
Well,
So I'm
it's-
standing there with my hands on
Right.
my hips, and I watch him come down, and I was like, "Pansy."
And remember, it's 2 advantage to give someone
Yeah.
specifically a blue.
My bad. Yeah. I'm sorry. I was thinking of my successes, not my advantages. So
Yeah.
we'll give Kopesh and Cal a blue.
Okay. Besides, she's totally planning on just holding on to Kopesh Star Wars style and being swung across. Okay, so he goes down like a champ. I mean, he goes down so fast, he hits the ground in the time it took, Sin to just fall off.
Yeah.
And he clearly gives the encouraging wave to give you guys some blue dice.
And the whole way down, I was screaming like a little girl. Yeah.
And so I was about to say, I look over you and go, "Fun, huh?" And as soon as you're screaming like a little girl, I was just like, baby.
Fun, if that's your idea of fun, I don't want to know what shit is.
Ah,
All right, Cal's ready.
great.
Okay, so Cal's gonna definitely get a blue dice there. All that encouragement. If the puny sniper could do it, a mighty Wookiee would have no problem swinging on a vine. Probably
Right, you
want to
live
do
in
the
trees,
George of the
man.
Jungle yell when you're going down.
Problem.
Watch out for that tree. Oh wait.
Ready?
So I have that roll in there for you.
Okay, I would roll now.
Hey, you
Wow.
can pass on some more of the blues
More
there.
blues.
Your Sith Lord is giving you orders. Assist me.
Well, yeah, I will definitely send off a blue to Kopesh, and then yeah, I'll give a blue to Johanna. That gives me one left over. What should I use that one on?
If you want, instead of giving her a blue, you could use 3 advantage to give him an upgrade.
Oh, true. Yeah.
I will do that. I'll take 3 to give Kopesh an upgrade, and I've got 2 left.
You can give him a
And-
blue as well.
Yeah, no, blue.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So he's got 2 blues and an upgrade.
he is up to 2 blues and an upgrade as she basically looks at you with big doughy eyes saying, it will be safe.
Marry me.
I promise to aid you. And she literally does the glomp onto your side, Princess Leia to Luke style, giving you a
Yeah.
blue dice because she's assisting somehow in her magical way.
All right. And I knew you were going to do that.
As the villagers are giving you the stink eye, and you just hear them in a low tenor. They keep saying, "Shoza, Shoza, Shoza," and just as you're about to grab it and zip, she's saying, "They're saying fall."
I bet they are.
Well, that's not good advice.
Right? Well, it was nice knowing y'all. You ready?
Yep.
Get it.
All kinds of stuff is happening on this dice roll.
That was a little closer than I liked.
As you go zipping through, there's kind of like a pause where your combined weight kind of bends the line, slowing you down. So you're nowhere as cool and fast as the other two were. As you clearly look at BT and Sin on your way down, you have the slow-mo montage as the 2 Night Sisters are totally oblivious to whatever your difficulties are. They're grabbing their own almost tandem zipping down together. They've obviously done this before. But you have lots of advantage. What would you like for that?
Yep. I already spent them taking back strain.
Okay. You have a nice relaxing ride with your girlfriend.
Yeah. Once I get down, hit the ground, I'm all comfort and feel good. It's like I survived. Good.
And it's because you got to have your cloak flap in the wind. I'm back.
Right.
Okay.
Right? And I'm just like, that was a hell of a thing. Honestly, my character's considering doing it again.
You could totally get off-worlders to come out here if you sold tickets to this ride.
Right.
Maybe a safety line. Maybe.
This is
Yeah.
amazing. Don't
It's
punk
part-
out. Just do it.
Okay, so
part
you
of the
guys hit the
experience.
ground and start spreading out looking for clues. Who's going to do the survival roll?
Survival.
And I recall it was a blue dice to your pool was probably the best.
Yeah, it was. I think I was the best with 4 green, right?
Yeah.
I have 3 greens, so 4 greens better than me.
Yeah, I only got 2 greens, so by all means.
We had a yellow and a green, right? So I think the 4
Yep.
green still comes out better in that case. All right, ready?
Okay, so you all spread out and take a look-see. Go ahead and make your roll. And immediately you guys kind of do that whole, silently working as a group. Immediately find the footprints you're looking for. You see there's lots of footprints going around. But you find the little trio of footprints that you were looking for, and you immediately head off in that direction. As you get a quick screen swipe, as you do the whole
are
chase montage.
Footprints we're looking for.
And I will say that's a good time for us to take a quick restroom and drink break if you need it.
Yes, please.
Because I need it. All right, be right back, guys.
Be right back.
Yeah, I didn't realize my coordination was so high.
Well, yeah, it's agility.
I forgot it was agility based. I was sitting here thinking if I was going to have to use an ability that was at 2 green, I was going to try to figure out how to substitute my agility and use quick fix.
Yeah, no, I was quite concerned because I was like, I don't think mine's that high. And then I was like, oh yeah, I did have agility a little bit. So.
Right? Like, and I'm like, how big is your fucking
Yeah, I was quite concerned.
As soon as you said
Yeah,
that
you did fine.
coordination, I'm like, oh, but athletics. Okay, I'm okay.
Not the hair.
Yeah,
It's
so.
good to have a
It's like with 5 and 6 guys, I'm like, yeah, you guys go because there's blues to spread.
I'm playing a Twilight.
I was happy to. It's like, a blue and an upgrade. Okay, that'll help out with that dark side. That's coming.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah, but even with all those dice, I got 1 success. So.
No, there's one.
All you needed.
Yeah.
I'm a bounty hunter. I am not a Sith. My team lead is a Sith. Actually, I don't have a team lead.
That was it. I thought I was quite polite in that city and very nice person.
The item, I'm with the bounty.
For a Sith, you were
together.
And
Yeah, have you met me?
I mean, I was ready to start gunning them all down, so.
I know. You guys are all trigger finger, and I'm like, okay, chill out.
But seeing a Sith behead somebody, that's what Cal joined up for. So.
Nothing like heads rolling.
No, heads exploding way better.
Eh. You blow,
I don't know.
You blow things up. I'm a little more the finesse type,
Heads that I can get a bounty on. Come on, people.
Yeah, well, we're getting there.
We'll get to those two.
Yeah,
I was thinking of.
What's that? Go ahead.
I was gonna say I was thinking of the character from and now my brain isn't giving me the name. The Picard, where he's like, my friend, choose to live.
Yeah, it was cute. The guy thought he was all bad and stuff. That was kind of cute. I honestly didn't expect to take him out in one fatal swoop, but that was nice.
He's doing his best.
Yeah. Like I said, Stockholm Syndrome. They're just slaves.
So what you're saying is you're aiding in the oppression of these people? Great.
No.
You're like, wait a second. I can oppress people? Great.
I freed him.
That is true.
He's no longer
He
a
is
slave.
no longer oppressed.
And we just didn't have time to sit there and lecture and give them the opportunity of freedom. Yes, my character, while having obtained the rank, I am not an active Darth or anything. I am an independent that is used by the Sith, but in the background, I'm working to bring both sides down if possible.
Right. Neither one are terribly good.
No,
No, and I'm basically Leon the Professional meets Frenchie from The Boys.
nice.
So, Golda, are we eating carrots now?
We're eating a cookie.
Oh,
It's one of Anya's cookies.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, your mic.
and you're
picks
not
up
sharing?
quite well. Yeah.
No, she's sharing.
I'll be right over with one.
Cool. You know where I live.
That's true.
And I can't believe the year's almost over already.
Yeah.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I had gotten a jump start on Christmas, and now I'm falling behind.
Amazon's running as fast as they can. Yeah, I hate getting on the road after Thanksgiving, man. I hate that whole month between Thanksgiving and Christmas. If I could just like hide in the house and not go out, I would. The people just get stupid on the roads.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what is this? Changes to Prime membership or benefits. Now what they do? Probably increase the price again. Don't tell me I get something and doesn't cost you anything. What? Largest catalog of ad-free top podcasts, exclusive podcasts, and more ad-free music. Oh shit, that's what I got to remember to do tomorrow. Damn it, I forgot.
Sign up for ad-free music?
No, I got to go get my lottery tickets.
No.
It's over $1 billion now.
It's nice to get at least 2% of $1 billion.
Play the lottery
right?
all the time, but I mean, over $1 billion. There's always that chance.
It wouldn't suck to get like 2% of that.
Yeah, I mean, at $1 billion, over $1 billion, I'll take the cash payout because that's still going to be what 500 and some thousand after all the taxes and that. I'm okay with that. I think I can get by with that.
For that, you would buy your own
500
island.
million.
Or 500 million, I could. It would be rough, but I could maybe make it work.
You think you could make it 20 years or so? Yeah.
Maybe.
It's always crazy. You hear about people who win big and then they like blow it all, and I'm like, how?
Yeah, the people get stupid. Now,
Hey.
the worst part is do a little research and look at how many people actually die shortly after winning big
Ooh.
by mysterious deaths.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Air quote mysterious.
Yes.
Mysterious.
A lot of them have wives and things like that, and
Well, I don't got
family.
one of those, so I should be fine.
Yeah, family and stuff like that. So no, yeah, there's not all of them, but there's been a pretty good number of people that have died within a few years of winning such monies.
Obviously, it was high cholesterol from all those red meat diets.
Right.
Steak every day.
Ugh. That sounds
Steak.
horrible.
Steak and lobster.
It would
I
be
mean, that's
awesome.
not a diet.
I
Well,
mean,
it doesn't. But like, it's one thing to have it as a treat, and right, to have it and enjoy it. It's another thing to have it every day. Like, that sounds, every day sounds terrible. As a treat sounds
Yeah.
amazing,
I'll agree. 3 times a week at most.
right? But even still, that's not every day.
Right.
then you decide, I want to take a non-steak day. Let's go to Red Lobster. Go inside, and then you scream, everybody, dinner's on me tonight.
Are we all back?
I think we're all
I think
back.
so.
I have not heard Jeff yet.
I'm still here.
Oh, yep,
Yeah,
we are all back then.
Jeffrey's back.
Okay, so you guys have
Yay.
hit the ground. You found the tracks. You head off this direction. You realize that as you're following the tracks, you see some area where trees have been destroyed by something large. You're obviously assuming one of the large creatures you've already encountered, which is scary enough. Then you see some piles of bones of large things. And of course the Night Sisters, mysteriously enough, slip away from the group at some point.
Shocking.
So I'll take that opportunity to stealth up myself.
Okay, go ahead and roll your stealth there. I
Ready?
wonder if he's totally just trying to bait me to spend some dark points.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, just making sure. You don't want to click that button.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh snap! See, I can't make a fucking stealth roll to save
It's
my
not your
life.
fault in that, by the way, because there's an upgrade in there, so I have to take.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of extra dice because I'm like, I think I had it set at 2 purple. Apparently, it was not set at 2. So you can go ahead and roll that again. There you go.
There we go.
As immediately Grix just kind of blends, and he does the Homer Simpson bush thing where he just blends into the bush.
Oh yeah, you blend.
So I'll give a blue to Kopesh specifically, and a blue to whoever goes next.
Okay. So immediately our snipers blended off into the wild, which he does. It's nothing new.
Yeah.
You turn around and he's totally done a Batman on you. As you
okay.
guys see, bones. We're talking large bones. We're talking bones the size of, Kala. As you're realizing, and these bones have been gnawed upon because there are clearly teeth marks on these bones that you're seeing. And Johanna basically says that we must be cautious. This is where the Rancor go to mate and compete for mates.
Boom, chicka, wow, wow. Okay.
I honestly have no idea why they would have come this direction. I'm genuinely concerned for this. My small group is not allowed in this area. It is a death sentence. Or as the matron mother of, and she totally looks back like she's looking for those 2 chicks that she knows are out there somewhere. Their matron mother would leave anyone found here staked out to feed the beasts.
She's a charmer.
Yeah. Would there be some kind of ritual or something that they would think they would be performing with this individual and the devices?
It's an interesting question you posed to her. As she stops and ponders for a moment. As she basically says, I assume that this would be to elude anyone pursuing, or possibly to hide out. Maybe they have some place that my small enclave was unaware of out here.
Okay.
What is this? What does this holocron do? And now the question is, of course, are you talking in hushed tones so that the two of you are having this private conversation? Or are you speaking loud enough that it can be easily recorded by BT?
Well, I was speaking loudly. I wasn't talking anything about holocrons, but but even that word probably wouldn't mean a whole lot to most of the party. So,
Yeah, I mean, she's oblivious to it.
but yeah, I'm like, I have no idea.
As you just stone face her. You're adoring fan, and you're just like blowing off her question.
No, I don't know. I mean, holocrons do a bunch of different things. They hold knowledge, but other than that,
Do
I
you
don't know
say that
particular
to her?
knowledge. Sure.
And she's like sort of like the sisters sleep. And she basically mumbles about the fact that the matrons can give you a potion that lets you speak with sisters that have fallen, bequeath their wisdom.
That is a good potion.
Yeah.
You pay good money for that back in the city.
Yeah, that's some good magic.
And you guys kind of come to a little bit of a clearing where it seems like obviously signs of carnage. You have trees that have been snapped. You've got all of a sudden at first you're like, what is that? Is that moss? And you kind of look again and squint your eyes and you realize what you thought was a moss covered rock is actually a skull that was impaled on a tree and some kind of mold has grown over it.
So, and all of the bones that we see are like of a larger creature. We don't see like people-sized bones here.
Exactly. Yeah, it's all
Okay.
large predators eating large predators here.
Okay.
I mean, there was like a weird hooked tentacle thing, but that was just like an arm's length tentacle with hooks and barbs on it that nobody recognized, and it was just like ripped out and left.
How random.
These things happen.
Okay.
Sometimes the Vorak catch you and hook you, and like the jungle rancors don't care about that shit. They just rip it off and eat them. They go calamari. And of course, you know, as soon as you get to the clearing, you hear this loud, obnoxious roar, and she just kind of like, Joanna lifts her ear up to listen, and she goes, "That must be a big female." And by the sounds of it, she's either hungry or in heat. little shiver goes through her body. So go ahead and give me your survival check.
All right.
But don't roll yet, because I got to do some things. Some shenanigans.
2 blues. 2 blues.
2 blues, because your sniper's, you know, kicking out signs for you.
Dude,
Things
that was
just
coming.
got a
Ready?
little difficult. Yep.
Can someone else assist him to give him yet another blue?
Everyone but the guy hiding behind the bush.
There you go. That's why I'm throwing it out there, because
you
I'm the guy behind the bush. I can't do it.
You sound a little nervous there.
All of a sudden, he takes a step and a hand just reaches, a man-sized Kong hand, grabs him.
Yeah, this hand reaches out from the bush, and you can't see who it's attached to, but taps him on the shoulder and points in a direction.
Holy cow.
Okay, so
Wait, what happened? Why do we have 2 extra green?
Let me check. Because I forgot to clear the pool. So 3 blue. Okay, try that again.
All right. There we go.
I was still hoping something cool would happen. So, of course,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
know.
you immediately see that their tracks go into the center and they kind of like split up. I'm assuming you're following the male footprints, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So you notice that the 2 females go off one direction, the male goes off to the left. So you notice that he is taking a very roundabout skirting course to not go in the clearing, whereas they kind of like went right into the clearing. You know, they either have an objective of their own or ballsy as what, or who knows, but he is taking a very birthy direction around it. And
That's
just as
odd.
you tell the group to follow, and come with,
Mhm.
somebody give me the group's stealth check.
Stealth roll or?
I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
go with that being Gunter. Come on, stealth monkey.
Yep.
You are
yeah.
far better at this than all of us.
I have
Oh,
4
good
dreams.
lord.
I'm not too shabby, but nothing compared to.
Isn't it
Right?
great? The force is on your side now.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh no!
Despair.
Seriously?
Wait.
Hold on. Please hold. Please hold.
How about like I
Um,
had assisted? I had 4
um,
green.
Please hold. Hold on. Hold on.
There's desperation in his voice.
Oh shit! Doesn't apply. Fuck me.
Somebody already has, hun.
What
It's
were you
coming.
going for? Were you looking for one of those cool reroll things?
That's exactly what I was looking for because I have one, but it's only on ranged light or ranged heavy attacks. Damn it.
So you guys are
Nice.
skirting the circle, trying to stay as much out of sight and out of.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
as I'm totally typing and I've got the wrong keyboard I'm typing on. I'm like, why is nothing coming up? Oh, because I'm on the wrong keyboard.
That'll do it.
Jim, you finally got your wanting something interesting to happen.
No,
You're
it's
welcome.
great. Thank you. As you guys are being sneaky. I mean, super sneaky.
Sure.
Super sneaky.
Oh, it grew up.
She got bigger. She's angry. She wants snoo. So you guys are in the, I'm going to give you a little free hand. Squiggly is the tree line. Squiggly.
Like, we're getting a map. I should go look at our map.
Right?
And
That's a great map you got there, babe.
This is her cave.
Hey, it gets crazy sometimes.
And just as you guys are sneaking and hiding, you guys are doing a good job of sneaking and hiding. You really are.
I mean, duh.
All of a sudden, you guys kind of like look where you're going. You're following the footprints. You're going this way, and you realize that you see a silhouette of a figure looking in your direction. And immediately, Kopesh out in the open there realizes, crap, that's our target. I think he noticed us. And the target reaches into his belt and whips something out and points it towards the big, scary, ominous cave and fires off a, looks like a fancy-dancy Star Wars flare. That when it arcs through the air, it's making this streaky sound and then a big fireworky pop at the entrance. And that is where the despair comes in. Because immediately this big, angry, raging, hormonal Rancor
I mean, I relate, so let's go.
comes blasting
bitch.
out of the entrance and roaring. And of course, you guys are the first thing it focuses on.
So now it's at least it's not death by snoo.
Not yet.
I mean, you never know when the droid gets all vibraty. I'm just saying.
I know. They handled one. So is this several sizes bigger than the other one we encountered?
This is definitely larger than the runt that you encountered earlier.
Okay.
And
Wow.
I will totally throw it out there. The tree line here will provide you some protection since you're tiny, can crawl in between the tree branches. So it would be more difficult for her to attack you there until she like rips the tree out and beats you with it.
Yeah. Yeah, so much for avoiding rancors.
Dude, I wonder how it hurt us.
It wasn't us. It was the bad guy.
Yeah, the bad guy saw us and then...
He shot a very loud flare in its direction to buy him some time to escape.
Damn bad guy.
They're the worst.
They don't even like us. It's so rude.
I mean, guy looked back at the worst possible moment and goes, "Hey, who are those folks? That could be bad."
Right? Like there shouldn't be a bunch of people wandering around down here.
There shouldn't be a bunch of off-worlders and a single Night Sister wandering around down here.
Yeah. Ah, we were just on a tour.
Sure.
Unfortunately, from the looks of things, it was a 3-hour tour.
Yeah.
A 3-hour tour.
Our 3 hours are up.
So I suppose you want like vigilance or something now?
Yeah, I
For
mean, if you
initiative?
want. I mean, you don't have to roll initiative if you just want to hang out and see what happens. That's totally cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that sounds.
I
think
think that's going to
like-
go well for us.
Tree line is what I want to do. Let's see.
Oh, I suck.
I have an advantage. I got a triumph on
No.
initiative.
Sin, make sure to roll initiative. Sorry, you want to go to the combat tab and roll that vigilance.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Let me go
because
there.
that'll get rid
But
of all
yeah.
those bad dice.
Combat.
I
But
mean,
that was
that's
a
a
fun-
cool roll.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, I got triumph and despair and an advantage.
But you
And of course it
failed,
was
so
wrong.
Isn't that good?
Well, I mean, true. But it is me rolling, so we're not surprised by this.
Yeah, we
Oh
got
no!
some pretty
Just scroll up a
shitty
little bit and
initiative.
look at what happened when I tried to stealth for the group. That's that.
Yeah, but
I mean,
at least she got something good and bad. So
On
yeah.
the plus side, it is a good solid, medium distance away. How quickly can
Yeah.
it travel?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to make a lot of difference for us.
Yeah, with its pace, how many steps?
A lot.
No, remember the one that came after Luke wasn't that quick.
Hmm. And on the
Yeah,
plus
true.
side, it is a solid silhouette too, which means the difficulty of attacks made against it is increased against you guys. So it's harder for it to smash the little tiny guys. If that
Nice.
makes you feel any better.
All right.
So who's going first before the queen bad mama gemma of this rutting pit comes out after you guys?
Sweet Christmas.
So how far was the duder?
Oh, fuck.
The duder is like, he's at long range. I mean, maybe your sniper could get one shot off on him, but that's about it.
All right.
As he's about to
Not
like
worth-
jump off a rock and disappear into the night.
Okay, now if he disappears, that would be one thing. But if not for that, keep in mind I can shoot things at one range beyond extreme.
Well, he'll
Right.
be breaking line of sight on his
Before
turn.
then, yeah, I
So
Where
Yeah.
where is he? Everything is in front of your map, so it's a struggle for me to see anything.
well, he is
Like,
like up and to the left and like
Way away.
30, 40 more
he-
squares away. So
Is
he's
he beyond the Rancor?
he's beyond. He is on.
No, he's off to our left, basically.
To the
If we're-
left.
If
So
we're
see where
facing
the
the
ping
Rancor,
is?
he's off to the west. Or
He's
to the
about a
left.
quarter mile from this ping.
Got it. Okay.
I mean, if
Not
you,
up
if
in
you
there.
have long range weapons, somebody might get one shot off before he disappears.
I can try to shoot him.
That's
Feel
that
like
is
you
a
should
thing.
try.
I think you should.
Get
And
him.
if your character sheet's in your way, if you double click on the top of the top bar of the character sheet, it minimizes it.
It will shrink.
It's not the character sheet that is
Okay.
in the way. It's the like I open my character sheet out onto a different window. Like
Oh, okay.
I pop it out.
Okay.
It's Jim and his book and Kopesh and his icon and Kelly and her icon. Like
Oh,
that is
You
all
can-
I can see.
You can
Go-
shrink
Shrink
those
those
if you
down.
want.
yeah. Go to the cog on the top right corner
My
Yeah.
settings.
and go to audio video and then go to video display and change it to names only.
I
Or
like
s-
seeing the pictures.
I do
myself.
small because it makes them really
Well, then
tiny.
you can shrink them if you want.
Yeah.
So
to small.
the other piece is I'm on a rather old computer that I only have one monitor.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
I'm struggling to
laptop.
see things.
Yeah, so if you go to the settings in the audio video.
Oh, I switched it out.
Okay, that way
I did it how David told me. I made it so it's names only, and that helped.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that'll
And
save a
then
lot
you
of
can
real
zoom in
estate.
and out too. So. All right.
Hey, Golda, can your computer support a second monitor?
Oh yeah, I just don't have one.
Okay, so if you can hold out until around Christmas, probably more like Thanksgiving-ish, because my
Aw.
family's a little weird and we don't actually exchange gifts. We're all adults and we're like, here's money, you get what you really want. Um, and I actually need a new monitor because my one monitor it still works. It's just it has this weird thing where my computer goes to sleep, and I have 3 monitors, and when it comes back up, only 2 of the monitors wake up.
Oh, I
So I'm
hate
replacing one of my monitors, and you can have that old monitor.
I can have your broken monitor. You're the best.
It works. It just doesn't wake up properly.
Well, I was
I-
planning on buying 2 for myself. I had my work set up with my personal setup, and so I just hooked. I have the cable so I can hook it up to my computer monitors, my work computer monitors. But I've moved my desk around, and now I can't do that. And there wasn't a well thought out plan on my part. Let's all be honest. But I just need to, get the item to replace it.
Roger.
It's on the
Okay.
plan. But a
So-
broken monitor sounds great.
It's not broken.
It's not
I'm just
broken,
giving you
it's
heck.
special.
Just not working with his configuration.
I'm just giving you
Properly.
heck.
All right.
All right, so I
Um,
shoot this guy.
I mean, if you think you might be able to drop them, otherwise, don't waste the time.
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
sure I can drop him.
I don't know.
Are you
might-
going to
we
aim
don't
at his
know.
silhouette?
What's
I
the
am
worst that can
totally-
happen? If he
I am
misses, what
totally-
happens?
Nothing other than it could have been damage on the Rancor. So
Oh,
Uh,
other than he could have been focused where he needed to be focused.
It's the opposite.
Rancor in the hand versus the Night Brother off in the bush.
But if I can take him out, we don't have
Yeah,
to
no.
chase after him for
Yeah,
another
there is the
session.
thing. I mean, that is the
Yeah.
thing right there. You are getting
Go
a
for
shot at him. I mean,
All right,
So you're
so
gonna
do
use,
your thing.
I'm aiming. I'm true aiming.
and that's 2 ranks of true aim, right?
Yep. We've got lethal blows in there. We've got all kinds of goodness.
Is it long range? Do you have anything that reduces the range difficulty for long range
course.
shots?
I think I do.
I mean, I know
Should.
there's a talent that does that. It would turn
Oh
a
yeah,
long
I have
range to
a
medium.
telescopic optical sight. Decrease the difficulty of combat checks at long and extreme range by 1.
Okay, so it's only 2 purple, you bastard. So that's one of the things I love as a sniper. Anything that takes a
Yep.
purple dice away is a good thing.
All right, are you all ready for me? I already saw you flip a die.
Yes, I did. What's the worst that happens? 2 rutting males show up.
Oh shit!
Oh, so what is your
Three,
final
3, 4,
damage
5,
on that?
7. So 7. That's 18.
Take
plus
off a shoe if
an
you need.
additional- Plus an additional 3.
Carry the 18.
Square root of 74.
We're at 21 points
May
of
the
damage.
Force be with you, multiplier.
3 of that
Right?
is, so piercing 3 with that, and I can't crit sadly, but so we'll disregard the crit. But I think that's good enough. What do you guys think?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe you should. I can't even say it. I can't even say it without laughing.
Do you think you can get better numbers if you try again? This is not so good.
It's like, how are you
feel like
getting
you could
such
do
big numbers? What
better.
is this, Pathfinder? So, needless to say, you line up your shot. You see the beautiful silhouette after that flare was shot off to piss off Mama Rancor. And you're just like, not today, sucker. You ain't going to break a sweat. And you squeeze the trigger and pull a beautiful shot off that you are 100% sure landed and did its business. You could practically see the silhouette separate at some point. But for everyone else's perspective, the silhouette disappears over the rock.
Right.
Because it's not like they have telescopic vision. You're the one that's got the
Right.
pretty scope profile. And they're just like, we saw the silhouette and then it disappeared.
Yeah.
I mean-
Something happened.
I do.
I mean, and if you would like, Grix, you
No,
could
I only
totally,
care so much.
Grix can totally describe what's
Yeah.
in the sniper scope and what it looks like when he murders the shit out of this guy.
So you just need to go tango down.
So
I know, all casual, like, yeah, I got him. Whatever.
yeah, well, my speech action was after I take the shot, I just say over the comms, focus the Rancor.
Already there.
And everybody should now everybody on my team should understand that means that the other guy shouldn't be anyone's concern anymore.
Yep.
So what I see through the scope is just he's basically standing there holding up this this flare gun that he just shot off with this grin on his face, like, haha, I'll show them. And then all of a sudden, this bullet just pierces his heart, blows out his backside, and there's that moment of realization that, oh shit, and he just collapses dead.
He now blends in with the profile of the rock perfectly.
Yeah, he does.
Other than the dark spot forming on the rock.
Mm-hmm.
At that exact moment, while I'm chewing my sandwich, Mama Rancor pops out and she just like pulls this bone she's nervously chewing on and throws it to the ground and just gives out this "Rah!" Especially when the gunshot accentuated you guys.
Right? We're here.
Can we just skirt this?
I have a sniper or a silencer on my gun.
No.
Did you have it engaged?
Of course, it's always on my gun. It's not like I take it off.
It's a
Okay.
magic
There's
Star
no turning
Wars.
it on off. It's on there.
It's a magic Star Wars, silencer that doesn't actually get worse as you shoot it more. And looks like, damn. I'll give you a chance if you want to move your acolyte there.
Before she gets at by Mama Rancor.
I can't. I don't have control of my acolyte.
I mean, do you want to? I mean,
Well, that would be nice.
I mean, I feel like she would dodge out of the way when she saw it.
Well, based on where we were going, I would probably, being a polite gentleman that I am, would have kept the female on the inside, away from the road, or
on
away
the
from
outside of danger.
Being
Yes.
the polite overlord.
So you have control of her now, by the way.
All right. So yeah, she would probably be there.
Oh, you're such a gentleman. As the Rancor will totally take 2 strain to do that. As she comes running out, barreling towards the food.
Okay.
She's got the swollen baboon butt, because apparently in Rancors they do that. By the way, I'm totally making that up. I don't know if that's legit, but it totally should be.
It's legit now.
It's legit. And what's she gonna do? She's gonna do a thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
can't
canon now.
do two maneuvers, so I can't do that. Okay. So we're gonna totally say she goes after Kopesh. She senses the dark side in Kopesh. She doesn't want to be butt monkeyed by somebody like Kopesh.
All right. Well, upgrade the attack by 1 due to my sense power committed.
Okay, do you
Once
have
per
any
round.
melee defense? Remember that lightsaber's not in play yet.
I do not have any defense, and I don't have my lightsaber out, so I do not have any of my blocking stuff at the moment. But I do have the sense for the 1 upgrade.
I've got the upgrade to the difficulty. I've got an extra difficulty because you are silhouette 1. As what is that? I didn't hear a bloop, but I saw something pop up on my window here.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that.
Upgraded
the
it.
I was just about to
again?
do it myself.
We'll
Ouch.
upgrade it one more time.
Okay. So she's lifting that mid up. I mean, she's coming down with those claws on you.
Oh,
And
And
she
she
just
misses.
smashes her claws into the ground, and you see the rocks and the dirt kind of bounce up. Immediately,
Linked. Nice.
Johanna says the matron mother name for these beasts, and she's like, "Don't kill her!" Makes things complicated when she says stuff like that. And she's totally gonna give you a black dice, as the ground just jumped.
Okay.
Poof, black die. But yeah, that was it for her. That was really scary and impressive. And now
I
who's
thought you
going
might.
next?
I thought you might link and miss twice, but
No, she's gonna totally give you specifically a black dice because she senses
know.
the darkness.
Okay.
And interesting side note, now that she's really close to you guys, you kind of see that she's got not just natural pattern to her skin tone, she actually has, it looks like, tattoos done to her at different points in its life.
I want to know how they knocked it out to put the tattoos on it.
Oh no, the Night Sisters get along friendly with the Rancor.
Ah.
They're Rancor whisperers or something.
Yep.
Rancor whispers.
They totally ride them into battle and stuff.
Yep.
Sweet Jesus.
That would be
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely terrifying.
If Boba Fett can do it, why can't the Night Sisters?
Right?
We brought you a baby, so he bonds with you.
I just want to scream like a little girl and run away. So if you guys have something better,
You do have a
better plan
jetpack,
than
and it
that,
does scream when it flies.
well, yeah, that's what we're gonna blame it on. But yes, that is my current plan. So if you guys have something better up your sleeve, please
It's like,
clue me in.
Does she have any control over this beast?
She does not. Her coven is not allowed here, so she has no familiarity whatsoever.
Okay. That's what I figured. Well,
Oh god, I just thought
leave
about it.
us-
What if this is all a plot? What if he signaled the Rancor to leave her cave so the other two that went around were slipping into the cave?
very
I just
possible.
thought
I
of
feel
that.
like you're trying to come up with an idea.
Not majorly my concern at the moment. My concern is actually laying over a ways, but we got to do what we got to do, unfortunately, with this. So we're going to ignite and we'll move around over here, over to the flank. And yeah, we're going to have to, unfortunately, take it down or run it off.
Take it down or run off. I like the sound of that.
Yeah, whichever one it decides is smarter for it.
Okay, you gonna waste 2 strain to aim?
Um,
Why are you calling it waste?
At this point, I will go ahead and do 2 strain to aim. What the heck?
This is how I goad
We'll
him into
take a
taking
blue.
the
What
strain.
the hell?
See, we're weakening him slowly.
Now, what do we got? We got a bunch of those, so let's even it out.
And balance to the force.
All right, we ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Wackadoodle.
Oh.
Hey!
Nice.
So what is your damage?
That is 9.
9. That's all unsoakable.
Yep.
And take a point of strain from this as you slice into it, and it just kind of looks at you and makes this wincy sound.
Yeah.
Small fissure opens in between her ribs.
Yeah. It was a bite. It got stung.
Now she's really in the mood. So who's going next?
Can I blow stuff up?
Do what you got to do.
Don't mind blowing something up right next to you. I mean,
you might want to back up a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna
You're like a little
move.
ping pong ball.
But
she might
let's
pick you up
go
and throw
ahead
you.
and
Move
All
first, then
right.
boom. Otherwise,
yes, no, definitely. Although you guys are still pretty close to that.
You have that cool to not hit somebody adjacent. Remember,
That's
your
true.
Wookiee is not adjacent. He's just shy of adjacent.
True.
So the only friendly target you have to worry about is right there.
And I can say not to select that. Okay. Alrighty.
If you
Well,
roll
and if you're
advantage, I
flanking
think.
the other, move over and kind of hit the flank side. I mean, it's pretty damn big, so you have to really screw up, I think.
Don't
You
put
just
that evil on me,
jinxed
Ricky
the dice. Wow.
Okay. Let's see. This is Rancor, so we're gonna go for a Nova Plasma Grenade.
Oh, Jesus.
But
Are you gonna move?
yeah, I'm gonna.
You probably don't want to shoot a grenade adjacent to someone because then it's upgraded the difficulty so they can block your shot.
Yeah, but if I aim over here,
that's a perfect shot.
and I don't have to, and I can isolate it from him. So yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, she's like huge. So
Are you gonna spend 2 strain to aim?
yes, I am.
Okay, so I've got
He's really
your...
wanting to spin that strain.
Yep.
She must have something.
And I'm gonna use a point.
Quickly they spend them. Okay, I've got everything in there.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Nice, nice.
Good enough.
Very nice. And so you don't need to worry about the blast 12 because no
No.
advantage.
Would have been nice.
So what does it look like when your Nova Plasma Grenade hits her in the armpit and flares to life, glowing beautifully?
For 15 points of damage. Because of course it's like this bright white light sort of shakes up the whole red gloominess of this whole friggin' planet.
Everything looks right color scheme wise.
Exactly. It's like it's kind of like when have you ever seen the tip of a flare when you light it and it's got the dripping careful with
magnesium.
Yeah, the magnesium dripping. It kind of like that on her skin.
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay, so BT, now are you flying by the way, or are you on the ground?
Oh no, I would have basically flown back.
Okay.
It's like a...
So who's going next? This BT's now in the air.
Wow.
like, woo!
I think I'm the only one left out of on this turn. So
What is my
No.
range?
Yeah, you got the two of you.
So
Okay.
I believe
Yeah, go ahead and go, Jeff.
for a
Okay.
bounty hunter, your range for both of your weapons, the flamethrower is short, which is 6, which is well inside. And for the blaster is medium, which is like, oh, that far.
Okay.
And
All right.
your rifle, I do believe, has auto fire.
It does. Okay, get it, Jeff.
All right, so I am going to hit it with the bowcaster, but I'm going to do a backup.
Get out of danger close.
What is this? Everybody backing up. I'm charging in.
Now, are you going to aim as well, taking 2 strain?
I will take 2 strain and aim.
It's danger close stuff.
And I am ready to go. Ready?
Okay, go for it.
Oh,
What?
shit.
The what? Wow.
Didn't even hit.
Wow.
As you kind of fire your bowcaster into her, and it hits like a sensitive body part, I'm not even too crass enough to say, and she lets out this sound that it doesn't seem like she did any damage, but it scared her in a way. She let out some very interesting roar. And you have this super creepy moment where all of a sudden you hear responses to that roar. and you
Oh
see like
heaven!
you see like
God.
trees tremble at different spots off in the forest.
Lovely.
And you definitely get the inclination that something is responding to her distress sound. I mean, or it could be she's finally in the mood sound. You're not quite sure it's a rancor.
At this point, either one could be right.
No one wants to
Yeah,
hear when a
true.
rancor says not without permission.
Turned her on. Holy cow.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to shoot her before I run away like a girly man.
You have a jetpack. That's not running away. That's strategic withdrawal.
That's right. I'm going to advance to the rear.
Again, not
Um,
without permission.
Right. So I am. So I would like to shoot her with my heavy blaster, and I do want auto fire.
Okay. That increases the difficulty, an extra purple. And are you going to aim or save your maneuver to like get into the air to safe distance?
Oh, I'm gonna get the F out of here just as soon.
Okay.
Just as soon as I'm done with
So
this piece.
no aim. Okay, so go ahead and take your shot. And remember, for every 2 advantage, you can have multiple rounds hit.
Okay.
Or have the most bizarre dice roll I've seen ever.
So
I
an
didn't-
advantage.
So you kind of panic fire and fill the air with blaster fire. in a
Sounds right.
beautiful arch over her and not hitting Kopesh. Because, you know, the rancor did come flying out of that cave pretty fucking fast, and it's absolutely terrifying.
Mhm.
And what would you like for your 1 advantage?
So what are some examples of what I can have?
So
Like,
you
help me
could
understand.
totally give the opposite side a black dice, not specifically naming someone, but the first one on that side to go, which a black die, or the next one of your team to go a blue die. Because you totally made it duck down and scrunch up into a beautiful target.
I would like her to have that black die. And do I still have move?
Yep, and you still have your movement, and technically you can move twice if you want to take 2 strain. So you could get
Okay.
you could get to medium range in the air, so there's no way she could grab you, and you could shoot with impunity.
Yes, we're gonna go up.
You could pew pew with impunity.
I wish to pew pew with impunity. Thanks.
In every RPG ever, that's like one of the cool moves that is like game breaking. So
Oh,
it
yeah.
picks up a tree and throws it.
Right.
And I mean, that might be what she does, but until she
Yeah.
does, I'm gonna go ahead and hide.
Hey, she's got targets
Nowhere
on the
near
ground.
the force
just
line
saying.
yet, so
Okay, so you immediately are zooming up into the air. Use the dots for your distance. So you're short and then medium range. So you're way up in the air.
Okay.
As we get that cool, sexy jetpack scene where you look up and then and you take off.
And I'm out.
Okay, top of the order. It's going first.
Kopesh?
All right. Well,
I mean, if you want me to go and shoot it, I can shoot it, but I'm figuring you're right there.
yeah. I will whack at it. So go ahead and set me up there.
Are you gonna aim?
Yep.
Okay, I got your aim in there. Anything special that you're doing besides that?
No. Unfortunately, my character doesn't get any specialty attacks. I just defend well.
Yeah, you do.
We're gonna
Get
find
'em.
out in a second.
Yeah, I know. All right. You ready?
Yep. Because let's be
All
honest,
right.
2 lightsaber strikes versus a grenade. I think the lightsaber guy's getting its attention.
Yeah. You put my black in.
Why do
Uh,
you have a black?
She
Gave
gave
me a
it.
black.
She gave him a
You put
black
that
because she's
in?
scared him.
Oh.
Did you
shit,
just
okay.
flip a light side, by the way?
Yes.
That I
did.
didn't get in there. Didn't go.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got that in there for you.
Yep. All right. We ready?
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Whack. Not. Well, shit.
Well, it's because she did make the ground move underneath you. You know, we kind of
Yeah,
liquid for a
yeah.
second. So you
Did
go
you feel the
swinging
ground
your
move?
lightsaber again, and she's tasted your blade once, and she's not wanting to taste it a second time. She actually does this little move to avoid the blow.
Okay. Well, I take back 4 strain because I think I'm gonna need them. And I will give a blue blue to. You know what? No, I will give her black because she's dancing away from the glow rod.
Okay, yeah, as she pulls back and you see some of her sweat drizzle off of her in a wave and roasts in your lightsaber as it just goes, and she is totally 100% your new best friend. You're collecting all the hot chicks on this planet.
And I will, let's see. Give me a second here. Once per So I said, is that I guess that's it's a maneuver, so I can do a second maneuver for 2 strain. So I will sidestep.
I'm gonna use those defenses you're bragging about.
Damn
and
straight.
what does sidestep do?
So sidestep is once per round as a maneuver, suffer a number of strain up to ranks in sidestep, which is 1 to upgrade difficulty of all incoming ranged attack. Oh, it's ranged. Never mind. But let me see. Do I have something else? I think I.
The desperation. You can feel it. You can sense it.
I could have sworn I thought that was other, but it's not. Okay, never mind.
Okay, and she's lifting her claws up to swipe at you, and she's definitely aiming. Which, by the way, with her aiming, gives her attack now has knocked.
But she does have the
2 black.
2 black dice. Yep.
Yep.
And 2 setback dice can hurt.
Again. It didn't.
Wow. Yes, it did.
Ouch.
Oh, but 3 threat. That's good.
Yeah, those setback dice came in handy for you. 3 is worse than 2. So she's going to swing her claws at you, and she misses with the first claw, and the second claw kind of finds you there in the sweet spot for a solid 14 points before soak.
Yep. So we're gonna reflect. Let's see if that's range. Is reflect only range?
Reflect is only range. It's parry that's the melee one.
Yeah, there we go. There's parry. All right. That's only got 1 rank in that, but that's okay.
It's enough to keep you from dropping to 0, isn't it?
Well, no, because I have 4 soak, but we'll still mitigate some more of that. When hit by a melee attack while wielding a melee weapon or lightsaber, suffer 3 strain to reduce the damage by 2 plus ranks in parry, so 3 points more.
That's before soak, right?
Melee attack, melee weapon, lightsaber, suffer 3 strain to reduce damage by 2 plus ranks in parry. It doesn't say when.
I think it's before soak, so that way it's even more helpful to players.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Not that that's a problem
deductions.
in this situation.
Okay, so down to 12 minus 4. So what? 8?
Uh-huh.
So 8 points. Okay, that hurt.
Hey, and for the 3...
And hold up. 1, 2, 3. 8. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
And for the 3 threat, I'm going to say she is obviously looking... She's going to run back to her cave.
Okay.
Because it is 3 threat. And it's after 9
Sure.
o'clock.
Yep.
So if no one does anything to intercede, she's definitely running away.
Okay. I don't get to use my counter strike.
Do you want to use Counter-Strike instead?
Well, not if she's gonna run
I mean,
away.
I didn't know you had
That would probably-
Counter-Strike, so if you do
Oh
have
yeah,
it,
counter strike. When an attack misses, the character and generates despair or 2 threat, may upgrade next lightsaber cunning attack against the attacker during the encounter once. But that would be on my next attack. So
do you want to do that instead, and she'll take 1 point of strain?
No, I'll let her run.
Yeah, you'll let her run. You'll give in to your acolyte's request to let her escape.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Aw.
totally what's happening.
It's totally what's happening.
Totally a plan.
So who's going next?
Griggs.
Sure, I can go next.
Yeah.
I see her running away. I'm going to step out of the woods and start marching towards the corpse I left over on the rocks.
Like a boss. Okay, so who's going next now that Grix is walking off? I mean, it is clear that she's going to be retreating. I mean, there's no
Yeah.
doubt.
And I'll basically, once I identify that, I'm like, stand down.
You do the
Yeah.
Dooku lightsaber pose. I will let you live out of the graciousness of my heart.
Because we need to actually dig him out and get out of the immediate area before whatever else shows up.
And there is some reinforcements coming.
Yeah, because
Right, that's what I'm
we
saying.
so we need to quick check it out, and we need to get out of here.
Yep.
She called for her boyfriend. I
It's
don't want to meet him.
It's after 9
Boyfriend.
o'clock, so I
Not
can go.
like
I can go
boyfriend.
PG-17 and say you don't want a rancor with a raging bull coming out of the tree line. Just
No.
saying.
No,
Absolutely not.
Nope.
Yeah,
ain't nobody want that.
No, it's
Nope.
never a good scene.
So who's going next?
Cal will go, and he's falling off after Grix.
Okay. Who's going off after that? 2
I'll
ladies in our
go
jetpacks.
check it out too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm continuing to stay at height in case
Uh-huh.
something happens. Like if for some reason she decides to double back and be a cow about it, I want us to not be caught unaware.
She's the
So,
breeding female.
Jim, I did make a display of going out into the open, but I do want to remain stealthy.
Okay.
I know the whole team was like, "Where'd Grix go? There he is."
Grix goes nonchalantly walking down, and all of a sudden the Rancor hand comes out of the woods and grabs him.
No.
Okay, so first slot. Are you guys willing to let it retreat so I can just narrate what's
Yes.
happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
And we
you guys
head to
totally
the body.
Olay. And she runs back to the cave, sucking on her, one finger that totally got those threats. She hurt herself on a stone. And as that happens, I'm assuming you all are heading that direction, avoiding the reinforcements, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so one person. We're basically having a quick chase scene real quick before Kelly says she has to go to bed. Someone give me an athletics or coordination as you're collectively running to where Grix is totally telling you he took the guy down, and you guys totally believe him, and somebody's totally flipping a light side for an upgrade on your side.
Yep, might as well.
You can go ahead and roll that again because I wasn't ready for the light side point. I was
Oh
narrowing.
no, I'm Cal. What are you doing, man? Do not roll. You said someone. I obviously have a better roll than you do.
Okay.
Nope, we're locked in. It's gonna be Cal now.
Yeah, I mean, man, don't just
Darn it.
randomly throw out a
As
roll.
as Cal is totally picking people up and running to catch up to Grix, and he's like, "I got this, man.
But-
Go
Yeah, you
ahead,
always
Cal.
make sure he's got the dice pool and all that stuff. So
Cal,
Ready?
give me your athletics check as you're getting the group to follow." And by the hair of
success
your
advantage.
immensely chinny chin chin and every other square inch of your body, you are grabbing your compatriots to hurry them up because you're like, I don't want to see what the horny male looks like after seeing what the horny female looks like. You have
Move it,
horror
move it,
stories from
move
your
it.
planet of why Wookiees don't go on the ground, they stay in the trees. And you
Yes.
guys manage to get to the body. The Rancors have some sweet, sweet Rancor making out, kissing in the moonlight stuff going on. You guys find the Zabrakian's corpse. He does have lashed across his back the sword in question. And in a nice, haversack style pouch, on his side is a large triangular shaped item, as well as a long range communicator.
Ah.
This is one of those ones where you call for SOS to space to get pickup.
Yeah, sadly, he
Nice.
didn't have time to even hit the button.
He did not.
Nope.
And you clearly see that there's a large hole shot through his chest
Yes.
in one shot.
And so I was just after the bounty. I'm not after the thing that they are trying to acquire. Right? Like
Mhm.
my whole deal was to alive or dead, bring him back.
Yep. And totally your
Okay.
cybernetic eye, if you record him dead on the ground, that's sufficient evidence right there.
Yep.
I mean,
And look, he's got a big hole in him, so clearly that was me.
you can
Smoking
always bring the
hole.
head just in case, because sometimes it's just showmanship to drop off the head.
If I have a good way to transport it, that sounds great. If not, it's gross.
Unfortunately, you don't have one of those Chronicles of Riddick boxes to put the head.
Oh.
Can I just use a cardboard box like they did in 7?
You could totally use what's in the box.
What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
All I know is
I
the
will-
bottom of the box is moist.
Yeah, I will collect up the 2 items.
Okay, you feel this beautiful sword in your hand. It almost hums. It likes your dark side.
Nice.
It's basically the equivalent of "How you doing?"
You come here often, sailor?
You got a strong hand grip.
That's nice. I like this.
It's a
I
reason why
inspect my hole and give a little nod of approval to myself.
You were just like
Nice
one and
shot.
done.
Nice shot. Good job.
Thanks, boss.
Right? I give you a quick thumbs up when we see how very well done this particular shot was.
And of course,
Like
this,
I'm impressed as somebody who shoots things for a living. I'm impressed.
and this
This
is
is what I do.
totally Kopesh's, chance if he wants to try to recruit your new team member, or she's gone. It's 2 weeks. She does something else and then rejoins the group later for kicks.
Yeah.
I've got to take this head back and get my money, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's totally
so-
a great in-character reason for it. See?
Yep,
Yeah.
We'll give her, you did well. You are welcome to join the crew if you would like once you're done with your business. Give her our little secret
card.
code, secret phone
The secret
number.
handshake.
Yeah, secret phone number.
Yeah. Because trust, I would rather be here with you guys than what I'm going to be doing.
And besides, she's totally gonna have to hitch a ride with you guys because she was promised that other ship was totally gonna be workable for her
Which
to take
is
off.
not.
So she'll totally catch a
Ah.
ride with you to the next starport, but she'll find you later.
Okay.
What do you mean my ship is gone? The ship that dropped me off, it left me?
The ship dropped you off in a pod, basically like a landing pod. It's basically a coffin with a rocket on the bottom to make you not go
Yeah.
splat.
Yeah, 'cause
And
you were
you were
supposed to get the other
told
ship.
that this jerk had a ship that you were to take back, but
Oh, that's right.
you guys found out the ship was pretty much dysfunctional. I mean, a good
I mean, he
mechanic
had a
could
ship.
fix it. I mean, but most likely, it's easier just to hitch a ride with your new friends and have a drink on
Yeah,
the,
that's
on the
true.
ship.
Excellent. I will do that then.
Sweet. That sounds good.
So you guys get 20 experience each. You can write that on the first tab of your character sheet. You guys on Crew A get your 5,000 credit reward if you drop off the 2 items. Drop off the 2. Crew B, which is
Possibly.
Sin, you get your 3,000 credits for killing the guy.
Yeah,
Where do
we'll-
credits go? Oh, there they are. 3,000.
We'll think about that one. Now the holocron, somebody could use it and still turn it back in, right? So
You could always
And
attempt
still-
to use it, yeah.
yeah. So I mean, it's reusable. So I will definitely be looking to use that in route. And I'll have to get the stats on the sword to see what I do.
Wow.
Is it worth keeping?
Right?
It's an ancient Sith, artifact,
Yeah, but does it only work for a
But-
particular person? Is
It's
there
a-
some mumbo jumbo you have to remember?
It's a Hattori
Probably
Hanzo
not, but-
sword.
Question.
The big thing though is I do keep to my word, so I will probably turn it in. I hire for a mission. That's why I'm been kept on and not killed or hunted down or anything.
Right, when
So
you're bought, you
this-
stay bought.
So, but I will use the holocron on en route.
So those of us with wet work,
Those of you with wet work definitely get your +5.
Where does wet work show?
So
A duty.
it's your obligation.
for
Or
them,
duty.
they have an obligation called duty. For you, it's hired. So you've been hired is your obligation, not duty. So these guys are a bunch of wet work specialists that are all about killing
Mhm.
people, whereas you're hired to do the job. So you're getting rid of obligation, they're earning duty. So the way it works in the two systems, you're from Edge of Empire, which means you're scum and villainy. So you're working off an obligation, whereas they are members of the Empire and they're earning reputation with the Empire, which you can totally, now that you've gotten rid of your contracted, you could totally start, you could pick a duty from there's a big list of, the different duties that it basically means what's your specialty. Like some people have demolition, some people have wet
I have
work.
sabotage
I think
and wet work.
Everybody in the team has wet work because wet work's kind of one of the things that they do is they whack people. Specifically,
can
they whack
you-
specific people.
Between now and the next time I play, can you help me understand how to choose these?
Yeah,
So
could
I can
totally
do
that.
Awesome, thanks, Fun.
Okay, so that was 5 to wet work, nothing to sabotage.
Nothing to sabotage.
Okay. Alrighty then. I am going to have to say good evening, all.
Goody.
Now that I have those recorded, and good night. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
We definitely should have 100 points to spend for duty. So have to
Between all of
give it-
us, yeah.
Yeah, so give a thought, something group or individual, how we want to spend that.
Okay. Good night.
Night.
Good night, guys.
Hey,
Good
Jim,
night.
just
Much
one real
good
quick
stuff.
question before you go.
Uh-huh.
On my sheet, if I'm going to pick up the commando career, how should I note that on here?
So on your character sheet, it's going to have at the very top of the very first tab. Pull one up so I'm quoting you correctly. So on character sheets, on character info,
Oh,
see where
right
it
there,
has
career.
It'll have
Yep.
career specialization, and then you can add a second one.
Perfect. Thank you.
Because that
Yep,
makes you
yep,
even
yep.
more multi-purpose.
So that's the sword.
That's the sword, yeah.
It's not that fancy.
Not a commander. I want
It's a historical artifact.
Well, exactly. So I mean, yeah, it'd look nice on the mantle on the ship, but or on the dash. But
Oh, so what if I don't see the specialization on there? Oh wait, never mind. I realize my mistake now. It's the specialization underneath the
career
All right.
field.
Yeah, so
right.
pick the career first and the spec should fill up.
Yep.
Yep. So what's the holocron? What do I got to do to use that?
If you want to awaken the hall.
Yeah, basically en route I'll be like, don't disturb me, and I'll go into my chamber and do whatever I got to do and meditate and attempt.
Okay, see if you can open this long, slumbering holocron. Give me a
Hell yeah.
discipline check.
That's probably not one of my better things. Oh, you bastard. Really?
I gave you to the count of 2.
Yeah. Really? You're going to make it that difficult for me?
I said
bastard?
discipline check 1,000, 2 1,000. Click.
You're like, you ain't getting this knowledge. All right. Well, set me up. I'm sure.
You're all ready to go.
All right. There's nothing else I can do. Discipline, you said, huh? Ah,
How disciplined?
yeah, not so much.
I thought
That's
by now you totally have put at least a point into discipline. Well, you have 20
that's
experience. Next session, you can try one more attempt, and
yeah,
we can do a quick narrative bit if you did or did not.
maybe, yeah, but that's like expensive. It's not a career skill.
10
That's 10.
XP to get a upgrade to hopefully get bin knowledge. Come.
Yeah. I don't know. I have to research holocrons. I forget what all they can do. So, all right.
Usually they'll give you either 2 skills. It has access to like 2 skills that it's based in that teaches you, and it gives you the mentor bonus to force powers. So basically half price for force powers.
Oh, okay.
Which that's the big one is, half price on force. You can get down your tree pretty quick with that.
All right. Okay. I'll think on it. All right. Thank you much.
Alrighty.
All right. Talk to you guys later. See you next week.
Have
Yep.
a good night,
Have a
guys.
good one, gang.
Have a
Good
good one.